The story opens with a teenage boy named Min-jae, already becoming a national sensation in mixed martial arts. Though he is only 16, his incredible talent inside the cage has made him famous across the country. One evening, after winning a major fight, Min-jae is overwhelmed with happiness. He rushes home, excited to celebrate with his mother and younger sister who had been waiting for him. But the second he steps inside, his world collapses. He finds both of them lying motionless on the floor. Before he can even understand what's happening, someone lunges at him from behind. Min-jae reacts on instinct. Years of training take over. He defends himself, and in the struggle, the attacker loses his life. 2 years later, the scene shifts to a high school classroom. Students are whispering about Min-jae's case. According to the news, the men who invaded his house were thieves. But because Min-jae used his fighting skills and caused their deaths, the court treated him as a criminal instead of a victim. He was sentenced to prison. In that same classroom sits a transfer student named Hyun-soo. He moved schools to escape constant bullying and hoped for a new beginning. At first, everything feels peaceful, until another transfer student is introduced. His name is Marcus. Hyun-soo's heart drops. Marcus is the same boy who made his life miserable at his previous school. The moment the teacher leaves the room, Marcus shows who he really is. He starts shoving random classmates, asserting dominance. Then his eyes settle on Hyun-soo. Hyun-soo freezes. When a female classmate tries to defend him, Marcus pushes her aside and raises his hand to strike her. That's when something inside Hyun-soo snaps. For the first time, he steps forward. Marcus, furious, mocks him. "Go on. Hit me. You don't have the guts." Cornered and shaking, Hyun-soo grabs the nearest object, a pen. Marcus keeps provoking him. In a split second of panic and fear, Hyun-soo thrusts the pen forward, injuring Marcus in the eye. The classroom erupts in chaos. Hyun-soo is charged with attempted murder. In court, he stays silent, unable to speak about the years of abuse he endured. He receives a 2-year prison sentence. On the bus transporting inmates, fate places him beside Min-jae, the once celebrated fighter. Inside prison, inmates are assigned to different cells. Hyun-soo becomes acquainted with a pickpocket named Dae-shik, and the two share a cell. Another inmate explains the power structure inside. 3 prisoners run everything: Ryu, Kang-il, and Suk-han. Ryu used to protect weaker inmates from Kang-il and Suk-han, but the two of them framed Ryu for a false violation, landing him in solitary confinement. With Ryu gone, Kang-il and Suk-han rule freely, spreading fear across the prison. Yet above them all stands Min-jae. He is the strongest inmate. Strangely, he never fights without reason. He only uses his strength when absolutely necessary. That's why prisoners fear him, but also respect him. The next day, Hyun-soo and Dae-shik watch a football match between Kang-il's group and Suk-han's group. It feels less like a game and more like a power struggle. Mid-match, 2 players get injured. Suk-han scans the yard and points at Hyun-soo and Dae-shik. They have no choice but to join. Hyun-soo has barely played football before, and it shows. He stumbles, misses passes, and frustrates Suk-han as the team begins losing. The pressure builds. All eyes blame him. In desperation, Hyun-soo shuts his eyes and kicks the ball with all his strength. It flies straight into Kang-il, striking him painfully. Silence falls over the yard. Within seconds, Kang-il's men charge forward. They grab Hyun-soo by the collar and drag him away, threatening to punish him in their cell. Hyun-soo's body shakes. Old memories of school bullying flood his mind. The insults, the helplessness, the beatings. He begins begging. His fear only amuses them. Just as they are about to attack, their expressions suddenly change. Their eyes shift towards someone standing behind them, and the atmosphere instantly grows tense. As Kang-il's men drag Hyun-soo away, they suddenly stop. Someone is walking past them. It's Min-jae. He doesn't speak. He doesn't even look angry. But his mere presence makes Kang-il's men stiffen. Their grips loosen instantly. Their threatening expressions vanish, replaced with fake smiles as they pretend they were only joking with Hyun-soo. Hyun-soo understands immediately. Everyone in this prison is afraid of Min-jae. Desperate and shaking, Hyun-soo rushes toward him, holding onto him like a lifeline. Normally, Min-jae avoids pointless conflicts. He doesn't interfere unless necessary. But when he sees Hyunsu's trembling hands and terrified eyes, something shifts inside him. He steps forward. Kang Il-'s men attempt to block his way. Min-jae throws a single punch. The impact drops one of them instantly, the sound echoing across the yard. The message is clear. No one dares challenge him. Prison life continues. The inmates are required to attend daily classes. Even there, Kang Il-'s stare never leaves Hyunsu. His pride is wounded. He wants revenge and waits patiently for the right time. One afternoon, a guard calls Hyunsu out of class. Confused, he follows. Inside a small room, someone is waiting. It's Marcus. One of his eyes is permanently damaged, the same eye Hyunsu injured with the pen. Marcus was expelled from school and drifted into street crime. Now he survives by fighting and stealing. His hatred has only deepened. He blames Hyunsu for ruining his life. With cold fury, Marcus swears he will end him someday. Hyunsu instinctively begins apologizing, his voice shaking, slipping back into the same fearful habits. Marcus laughs at him, mocking his weakness and promising that next time, no one will save him. Back in class, Hyunsu glances toward Min-jae, who is silently shadowboxing with flawless focus. His movements are sharp and disciplined. Watching him sparks something inside Hyunsu.
He still has 2 years left in this prison.
If he remains weak, he won't survive. But if he learns how to fight, if he becomes stronger, maybe he can protect himself. Gathering courage, Hyunsu approaches Min-jae and asks him to teach him. At first, Min-jae refuses. He doesn't want his skills used for revenge. He doubts Hyunsu can endure the pain of real training. But when Hyunsu finally speaks honestly about the years of bullying, the fear, the humiliation, Min-jae sees the truth in his eyes. Hyunsu doesn't want power to dominate others. He just wants to survive. After a long silence, Min-jae agrees. But he makes one thing clear. Training under him will be brutal. Before learning a single punch, Hyunsu must pass a test. The challenge is simple, but nearly impossible. Run 100 laps around the prison field in under 40 minutes. If he succeeds, Min-jae will train him. Hyunsu starts running immediately. With every step, memories of past abuse replay in his mind. The insults, the helplessness,
The shame.
He refuses to quit. As the laps continue, his body weakens. His legs feel like stone. Sweat blinds his vision. Near the end, he begins to collapse. Even Min-jae tells him to stop. But Hyunsu shakes his head and keeps moving. Finally, barely conscious, he completes all 100 laps. The moment he finishes, his knees buckle. Min-jae catches him before he hits the ground. In that instant, Min-jae understands how serious he is. Later, Min-jae speaks to a prison officer and requests that Hyunsu be transferred to his cell. The officer, who secretly respects Min-jae and knows he is not violent without reason, agrees. From the next day onward, the training begins. Hyunsu's body is weak. His stamina is poor. Min-jae knows it will take time. Meanwhile, Kang Il continues plotting revenge. His allies remind him about Daeshik, who was with Hyunsu during the football incident. They suggest targeting Daeshik to lure Hyunsu away from Min-jae's protection. Training is merciless. Hyunsu often wants to quit. His muscles scream. In pain, Min-jae scolds him harshly, telling him that weakness of mind is worse than weakness of body. Hearing that, Hyunsu forces himself to continue. Days pass. Slowly, his stamina improves. His punches gain strength. His posture changes. And during this time, a strong bond forms between the two. Outside the prison, Marcus continues living recklessly. He fights in alleyways and robs strangers for money. One day, during a street brawl, a powerful crime boss notices him. Impressed by his aggression, the boss offers Marcus a position in his organization. Arrogant as ever, Marcus insults him. The boss responds with a brutal slap that knocks Marcus to the ground. Instead of killing him, the boss gives him one final chance. Marcus, desperate for survival and money, swallows his pride and accepts. Back inside the prison, during lunch, Daeshik quietly tells Hyunsu something alarming. In just a few days, Min-jae will be transferred to an adult facility. Once he's gone, Hyunsu will be on his own. And everyone knows what that means. Once Min-jae is transferred, no one will be left to shield Hyunsu from Kang Il. Hearing this, Hyunsu feels his chest tighten. He runs straight to Min-jae, upset that he kept this from him. Min-jae remains calm. He tells him that sooner or later, he would have to stand on his own. That moment is approaching fast, and he must be ready for it. After hearing those words, Hyun-soo swallows his fear and returns to training with even greater focus. Meanwhile, Kang Il-'s men corner Dae-shik and try to intimidate him. But this time, things are different. Hyun-soo steps in. When they threaten him, he doesn't shake anymore. He stands firm. His eyes are steady. Using the boxing skills he has trained relentlessly to learn, he defeats them one by one. When Kang Il and Sukhan hear about this, Kang Il orders the same boys to drag Hyun-soo to him. But now, those boys are too afraid to even touch him. Instead, they politely ask him to come. Hyun-soo calmly agrees and walks to Kang Il on his own. Standing before him, he sincerely apologizes for the football incident. Kang Il doesn't care. Blinded by anger, he attacks immediately. But this is no longer the same helpless boy. Hyun-soo fights back with precision and discipline. Still, Kang Il is naturally bigger and stronger. He slams Hyun-soo to the ground. The watching inmates think it's over. Then Hyun-soo rises again. Determination burns in his eyes. He launches a powerful combination of punches, overwhelming Kang Il and driving him backward. Blow after blow lands cleanly. Just before Hyun-soo loses control, Min-jae steps in and stops him, reminding him that true strength includes restraint. The two walk away quietly, leaving Kang Il defeated. Outside prison, Marcus grows increasingly violent. His name spreads through the streets as someone reckless and dangerous. Back inside, during their final training session together, Hyun-soo nearly lands a clean punch on Min-jae's face. Min-jae smiles slightly. That same day, he is transferred to an adult facility. Before leaving, he gives Hyun-soo one last piece of advice. Never stop working on yourself. Shortly after Min-jae's departure, Ryu is released from solitary confinement. With his return, balance slowly comes back to the prison. But Sukhan, still unwilling to accept change, challenges Hyun-soo to one final fight. The agreement is simple. If Hyun-soo wins, Sukhan will stop harassing weaker inmates forever. They schedule the fight 5 days later. Meanwhile, Marcus hears about Hyun-soo's transformation. Instead of anger, he feels excitement. Now their future fight will be a real challenge. The day arrives. Hyun-soo and Sukhan face each other in the yard, surrounded by inmates. They exchange heavy punches. The fight is intense. But Hyun-soo's relentless training gives him the advantage. His stamina, technique, and discipline slowly wear Sukhan down. Eventually, Sukhan can no longer continue. He admits defeat. True to his word, he stops tormenting others. From that day on, peace gradually spreads through the prison. Even former rivals begin to coexist. 2 years pass. Hyun-soo completes his sentence. When he steps outside the prison gates, someone is waiting. Marcus. Without a word, Marcus attacks. They move with incredible speed, trading sharp, calculated strikes. For a while, neither can land a decisive blow. Then Marcus gains the upper hand and knocks Hyun-soo down. As he lies there, exhausted, Hyun-soo remembers Min-jae's face and his teachings. He stands up again. With perfect timing and full confidence, he delivers a powerful punch that sends Marcus crashing to the ground. Marcus struggles to rise, but his body fails him. Hyun-soo doesn't celebrate. He simply turns and walks away, carrying Min-jae's lessons within him. A few days later, Hyun-soo visits Min-jae at the adult facility. They share a quiet laugh. Min-jae looks at him with pride. Though separated by walls, their bond remains strong. On IMDb, this film was rated by around 1,800 viewers and holds an average score of 6.8. I hope you enjoyed this recap. If you did, please like and share it with your friends. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.